What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a video on this HP Stream 11, which is a 4.5-year-old laptop that I bought in August of 2015. It cost $179 on Amazon. It is no longer available, obviously, but I just thought I'd do a video on it. If we look at the bottom, you can see that it is. This is the model number. It's 11-D010NR. This laptop has a blue design, and if we look around, you can see it's pretty thin, while still having a pretty good amount of ports. So if we look at the right side, you see we have a light for power, a headphone jack, a USB 2.0, a USB 3.0, and an HDMI port. The back, you just have something that says Hewlett-Packard. And on the left side, you have a Kensington lock, the power cord slot, which is just a regular old barrel plug, and you have an SD card reader. And the power plug is just this regular old AC adapter that has two pieces and plugs into the wall. If you can hear my dog barking downstairs, please ignore that. Thank you. I don't know if you can on the camera, but just in case. If we open it up, you see we have an 11.6-inch display, which is 1366 by 768 resolution. You can see when I bought it, it came with Office 365 for a year, a terabyte of OneDrive storage, has this random QR code for things if anyone wants to see it, Intel sticker, which is obviously a little bit older because this is a 4.5-year-old laptop, has DTS Studio Sound, which is kind of but it was cheap, so it really doesn't matter. This keyboard is a smaller one, doesn't have like a number pad or anything. Got like function keys. What's nice about this though is that the mute key actually has a light, which a lot of keyboards don't have that. The arrow keys are pretty small though. And you can see the space bar here is, the space bar is kind of finicky sometimes. It doesn't always register unless you like push on it really hard. But why don't we start it up? Do a startup test. And you see we have your HP boot logo, and it actually starts up pretty quickly. Not too bad for a cheap laptop. Probably because there's barely anything on this, and it instead of using a hard drive, it uses eMMC flash storage, which isn't as fast as like an SSD. You can see it's not that quick, but it's not horrible either. So now it started. That took like 30 seconds, which isn't lightning fast like the desktop I reviewed as my last video, but it's not horrible like another laptop I have, which maybe I'll do a video on in the future. So you can see that we can just get into it. Let me type in my password. Okay, and then it actually goes into Windows pretty quickly. So, specs. This has a Intel Celeron N2840 processor, which I believe is a dual core. Oh, sorry, I have to plug my mouse in. It has 2 gigabytes, yes, 2 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, which is about the least you can have on Windows without it running completely like garbage. Which this isn't. I'm not saying this isn't. It doesn't run like garbage, but it's not the worst thing I've ever used. And it has the 32 gigabytes of eMMC flash that I was talking about earlier. Let's go into Task Manager. There's no optical drive, and which is typical for a really cheap laptop like this. So you can see it's a 2.16 gigahertz. It's got dual cores. It's already running pretty high activity. Only 2 gigs of RAM, which is abysmal. And you got your SanDisk eMMC storage. And it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which is pretty good. And this is a 1366 by 768 11.6 inch screen, which doesn't look that bad, but it's not amazing either. So you can see your resolution right there. Yeah, so it's okay. It works, but I mean, you can do better. Like, especially there's more computers, but I'd say if you're looking for a budget laptop, that try not to get one that has a 5400 RPM hard drive, because that makes it very slow. Like, that's what my other laptop that I might do a review on in the future has. I mean, it has 500 gigs of storage, which when I first got this, I had a big problem with the storage after I upgraded this from Windows 8.1, which originally came on this, to Windows 10. The storage ran up really quickly, and it was really slow, and then eventually it entered a boot loop, which it was in for about a year or two, until I finally decided I wanted to fix it, and I did fix it, and I just did a clean install of Windows, which it reactivated because this computer's already on my account. So that was nice. Thank you to the random either HP or Microsoft support guy on the support forums for that. I don't remember which one. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a sound test of the speakers. So let's go ahead and launch Chrome. We'll see how fast it goes. It's not that quick, but it's not complete garbage either, which is basically what I've been saying about this laptop the whole time. So let's go ahead and launch YouTube. Let's not get any copyrights, so I'm just going to go to no copyright sounds. Okay, so here's the NCS music I'm going to use. This is Fade by Alan Walker. We have it at about 20% volume, and this is what the speakers sound like. The speakers are down on the bottom here. There's a couple of them right there. So when it's like hitting off of a desk or something like this, it actually sounds pretty good. Okay, that's enough. So you can see that it works pretty well. I wouldn't say they're the best things ever, but it's not too bad for the price. So overall, what do I think about this? I'd say this is good for just web browsing, very light like word processing, but I mean this keyboard's not that great for that, but still. I'd suggest that you pay a little bit more just so that if you need to use some programs that are more system intensive, then you can do that, because this one also has the RAM and the eMMC soldered to the motherboards. You actually can't expand it, so I'm stuck at 2 gigs of RAM for life. So do I recommend this? Maybe if you're like giving it to like a kid or something just to like watch YouTube on or whatever, but if you're just doing that, you may as well just buy like a cheap tablet or something. So thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to comment and like this video and subscribe if you'd like. I appreciate all the views and subscribers I've been getting recently. I really appreciate that. And I will hope that you check out my next video when I release it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Here's the light I was talking about for the mute switch. Pretty cool, right?